Good afternoon, viewers. You're back here with me, your Birdman. We're here in the Microfort, Saber Shout, playing a little Dwarf Fortress today. And we will get going in just a moment. The first thing on the list, I finally dug into Legends mode, and I scrounged up some information, which, if I've edited this correctly, should be appearing on the screen as I'm saying it. First of all, let's talk about that goose, our heroic goose Nish Cobalt Waning, the first to engage the giantess T-Cac Certain Keys. That goose only has two events on her timeline. One in 251, which was about a year ago. She became the pet of Meng Ferncopper, who's one of our engravers. And the only other thing she did was get killed by T-Cac. Interestingly, that goose was born in the year -1, according to Legends mode, which, you know, made that goose 253 years old at the time she was killed. I know I told you she was the only one of her kind, but digging through Legends, it looks like there are actually other geese in the world, so I don't know what to do with that information. Some of what Legends is coming up with might be wrong. Anyway, we'll talk about the giantess, T-Cac Certain Keys, the Awe-Inspiring. Born in -236, died 252, as you remember. Might have been worshipped as a deity. I see that her portfolio lists food and strength as her associated domains. That implies somebody was praying to her. She was an enemy of pretty much everyone. Her entire history is just raiding settlement after settlement after settlement, just dwarves and goblins. Most recently, before coming to us 20 years ago in 232, she stole a python eyeball from some goblins, and then wandered into our fort to get killed. Now, I was able to turn up who got the kill, and credit, in fact, goes to Thob Tong's flag, which is that guinea fowl that suddenly jumped into the fray. Also, I was wrong. Guinea fowl, not tiny birds. They're like 2 feet tall as adults. So, actually a fairly large bird. Thob, much like Nish the goose, was born in -1, supposedly. He's the pet of Uvash Gearedwald, one of our trappers currently engaged making steel bars. And again, according to Legends, is the only guinea fowl ever, but I saw other guinea fowl listed on various screens, so I don't know if there's any point in investigating that. I don't know if we can run down those other guinea fowl, run down those other geese. Maybe we'll try. Maybe we'll collect some birds. The last thing of note here, I looked into our queen with the goblin name, Ngebzo Maligned Judge. She's been our queen since 250, only a couple of years ago, and while she is a dwarf, she appears to have been raised by goblins. She was born in 165, and in 228 became the Chancellor of the Midnight of Ash, which is a goblin civilization with a significant dwarven population. That's a thing that can happen now in Dwarf Fortress, is these mixed populations. Usually seems to happen as the result of kidnappings and site conquests. Just as a note, our previous queen, Zuthan Oiled Daubed, was killed in a duel in the year 96 with a warrior from the Squashed Inks, which is a mixed dwarven goblin civilization founded by a gopher monster. And weirdly, our queen resides in the village of Dagger Romance, where she appears to be the only humanoid resident. It's just her and a whole bunch of animals. So I think that in a bit here, once we've outfitted our militia, not necessarily with all their steel armor and axes, just with equipment, we might send them out to Dagger Romance, because it's not that far from us, and just see what's there. Now, moving on to new business, as it were, and at this point you should be back on the Fortress screen. As you can see, we've started putting some furniture in the rooms here. We've got tables and chairs going in, we've got armor and weapon racks. The wood flooring is down everywhere, and we've made good progress smoothing out the floors. Also, on the top right there, we've got this child. Faff Trampled Oil, a dwarven child, is in a fey mood. And so we'll be claiming a workshop, and while that's happening, I'll just pop over here into Dwarf Therapist. The kid wants a crafting shop, and we'll need a rock boulder, so that's easy enough. And there we go, so that should happen. Also, you can see on the left there, I dug out another room for our textile industry, which is currently non-existent. But, you know, we might want some clothing down the line. We might want to have the option to make our own clothing. I will disable cloth from all these stockpiles. I'm recording, right? Yes, okay. I'm not just talking to myself here for no reason. It's about 90 degrees here, which is not unusual for Oregon, but it's happening in May, which is not a great sign. Oh, hey. So I really need to work out some better cooling solutions for my workspace here, or it's going to get real hard to record anything more graphically intensive than Dwarf Fortress. Actually, let's check in on our militia equipment. Yeah, okay, we're missing so much stuff, even with partial matches on. Well, that's fine. What do we have in the way of steel bars right now? We've probably got enough that we can make some axes, so we'll start on that. We'll just go ahead and order up, like, 12. That'll give us a couple extra for the woodcutters to snag, because they probably will. What's going on here? Needs empty food storage? Well, we're set for food. For the moment. Item inaccessible. I'd never know how to interpret that. And it's autumn. That's good, actually. Hopefully, the caravan will bring us some kit that we can put on our militia. Maybe I'll get into Legends mode some more going forward. Open each session. Oh, there we go. Open each session with a historical tidbit is what I was going to say, but let's look at this. Fath, the Dwarven Child, has created Ten Shedikon Umerit, a Dolomite toy axe. Okay, that's appropriate. Let's have a look. 9,600 dwarf bucks. Encrusted with oval Dolomite cabochons. On the item is an image of a narrow crescent in Dolomite. On the item is an image of Rimtar Syrup Anvil the Dwarf and dwarves in Dolomite. Rimtar is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the ascension of the dwarf Rimtar Syrup Anvil to the position of King of the Allied Mountain in the year 69. Okay. This kid's been paying attention in history classes. Actually, I have a question. Dastot. No. Fath. I knew that. Let's have a look at this kid real quick. Probably not the baby. There we go. How old is this kid? He's 3 years old. And already crafting memorials to ancient kings. That kid's going places. By the way, since we've got these chickens, how many eggs do we currently have? We have 35 eggs. Okay. Oh, let's break down all our above-ground clothiers' shops now. Oh, what is that? You will build the tables. We're making these rooms real nice for our dwarves. They're going to be very happy. I mean, as happy as dwarves ever are. You know, obviously they can stand out in the rain once 10 years ago, and that can be enough to send them into a murderous rampage. So we'll try to avoid that, but, you know, things happen. Sometimes you just gotta get a pickaxe and go to Burger King. Okay. And there we go. Everyone's got an armor stand. Now if we can just get some weapon racks in all the rooms, that'll be nice. Oops, I'm doing these upside down. Got to vertically mirror. Nope, nope, stop. Do it right. There we go. Okay. And these have all been redesignated? Yes. Okay. Oh, nice. All of the residential corridors are smoothed. We're putting in the furniture. Let's smooth out this area here in front of the mayor's quarters. Dakost, that's the guy who keeps getting upset about remembering that snail man. Oh yeah, let me show you real quick the guinea cock's combat log. Here, look at this. So, first thing he does is grab the giantess by the head, and he's just shaking, shaking, shaking. And eventually that got the job done. Just look at all that, though. That's amazing. We can't war train guinea cocks, unfortunately. Apparently that's something we might want. By comparison, if we look at our actual war beast, didn't do a terrible job. Mostly has massacred random animal men. You know, he scratched her up a bunch. He also grabs her by the head and shakes, shakes, shakes. And I think if we look at the rabbit, yeah, grabs her by the head and shakes, shakes, shakes. Well, that's what did her in. She had an entire barnyard clamped onto her skull. That would kill anybody. Did I miss a table down here? I did. I am a terrible dwarf manager. Oh, here's the caravan. And we have an outpost liaison this time. Okay. Now, first thing we're going to do this time, because we've got some now, is give them all of our tattered clothing. Because they will happily take it. Ooh, orangutan leather. Luxurious. Look at how nice this sock is. Encrusted with superior quality trillion-cut red tourmalines and well-crafted round pink tourmaline cabochons, and encircled with bands of briolette-cut sardonyxes and rose-cut gray chalcedonies, it is made from cave spider's silk cloth. This object menaces with spikes of well-crafted fire agate and well-crafted aventurine. Features 2 engravings on it of inexplicably 3 earrings and a corkscrew. Is showing some wear. Worth $8.22. That is a heck of a sock. Where's the one that goes with it? Boy. And then some tattered pants. They can have all of our crafts, of which there are not many. Oh, not that one. That should be that axe that we just got. Nope, that's the legendary amulet, obviously. There's the toy axe. Now then, the other thing is, just to be on the safe side, we'll send up a bunch of food and try not to trade all that away. And then we just wait. Fortunately, because the map's so small, it doesn't take them all that long to find their way into the fort. Well, into the depot. Letting them into the fort. They don't get to come inside, they're outsiders. It is very curious that our queen is camped out all by herself in that village. Oh, okay, let's discuss the situation. Ooh, here we go. Merit deserves a reward, and I come empowered to establish this colony as an official land of our realm. Do you have any dwarves to recommend for elevation? You know what? Let's go ahead and make ourselves a barony. Why not? I can scarcely believe this good news. I have some recommendations. Our recommendation is going to be our expedition leader, not the mayor, even though the mayor is the one making the recommendation. Or should we designate... Can we nominate everyone? No, we can only nominate one. Okay, then it'll be our expedition leader. Much to share. Okay, what requests do we have of the merchants? What do we need? What do we need? Let's grab some cloth. Little priority on that. Let's... Hang on a second, there's an easier way to do this. Boop, boop. Let's have them bring all the wood they can. In fact, we will set all the wood to maximum. We need as much as we can get. We will take iron. We will take steel. We will take pig iron, just to make life easier on ourselves. And we'll also take some pigtail seeds so that we can start manufacturing our own cloth. I know I said I didn't want to, but now I want to, okay? And we will also ask for clothing in small quantities. Yes, togas. Sounds good. Hoods, gloves and mittens, socks and shoes, trousers. And that'll do it. We'll call it good. Oh, I should have asked for some bituminous coal. Doesn't matter. Okay, that's just confirming that. Now, what do they want from us? They want sheets. Well, we're not making paper, so that's not going to happen. Bone figurines, maybe. They also want plants and windows. Goblets. Okay, so basically they're going to get whatever we feel like sending them, is what's going to happen. Oh, are we already done? I see people doing things besides hauling. Yes, okay. Trader requested. Managers carrying something. Where are you? There you are. Carrying a crossbow bolt, it looks like. And we are at the depot. Okay. First of all, we'll take all their metal again. Other things we want. We want anything they have that's made of steel. That toy... Okay, these toys are overpriced. Animals. We don't need any of those. We don't need any more yaks. We're set for yaks. We don't need booze from them. We'll take their empty barrels. We stole a bunch of stuff. There we go. Steel mace. We can melt that down. I know I said those toys were overpriced, but these steel weapons are probably worth what they're charging? I don't know. I have no idea how the economy works in this. Let's see. We'll take any clothing that they have. Is that a brown recluse spider silk toga? That's a nice looking toga. We'll take it. Leather cloak, silk robe, another leather cloak, some socks, a wool shoe. Sounds good. Ooh, steel high boots. We actually want those. Leather shoes. Hood. Yeah, anything made of steel that we can melt down or just, you know, equip. Do they have any pigtail seeds? They don't seem to. Okay. Moving down, we will also take cloth. Oh, and we should take yarn if they have it, because that caused us some trouble before. But we'll take all their cloth, and we'll see how much of this we end up walking away with. Leather is good. More cloth, more cloth. We're gonna end up with a lot more of this than we actually need. All right, that's enough. That's enough. Okay, we don't need... Well, I can't say no to horse meat. Do they have anything really interesting in here? Porcupine liver sounds delicious. Elephant meat, yes please. We'll eat the orangutan. Emu, well, we can't say no to emu. Crocodile brains, king cobra meat. What else do we have? Chimpanzee spleens, cheetah lungs. Oh yeah, this is the good stuff. Orangutan tripe. I mean, if you're gonna eat tripe, which I don't care for. Gibbon intestines, yeah. Elephant, of course. Mandrill heart, gain its strength. I think that's all the interesting stuff. There we go. Some thread and yarn to save us the trouble. Oop. Okay. Trousers. 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 Is that it? Are we done here? I think we're done here. Now then, we'll come over here. We'll start by giving them all of this tattered clothing, which they will happily take. We'll give them all of this. Unselect the food. Okay. Now we do have to give them some of this food. Will that do the job? That'll do the job. Okay. Get out of here. You can go now. And then we want to make sure that we're producing food and drink here. And we'll also want to make sure that we're not cooking anything that should be brewed or brewing anything that should be cooked. There, see? Right there. Don't cook the booze. We've got 2 dead snail men and a dead hamster woman just sitting there next to our butcher shops. We can't do anything with them. Oh, hey, good, we're done with the axes. Okay, then the next thing will be steel breastplates. And we'll do, again, 12 of those just to have a couple extra in case something goes screwy. Okay, are we set for tables? Not yet. Let's finish installing tables. Okay, we should have enough now. These are nice rooms. I have definitely stayed in worse places. Then we have to put in chairs. We're going to need more chairs. At some point, if I haven't already mentioned it, I would like to put in more flooring out in the hallways here. Let's see, we'll make sure that this all gets smoothened. Not sure what to do with the dogs. I don't think I want to pasture them outside. In a pinch, of course, we can use the dogs as a free, easily replenished source of food, leather, and bone. Okay, apparently we're already out of plants to brew. Yeah, I got it. Oh, needs empty. Storage item. Well, heck, make some more rock pots. Might want to cull some yaks again soon. And while we're waiting on that, let me pop over to Dwarf Therapist and see if we have any legendary engravers yet. I mean, I guess I can check this, but I don't want to individually check what all those flashing names mean. Look at him go. Okay, now does everybody have an axe at this point? Okay, everybody's got an axe, so that is a great start. Alright, let's have a look here. What am I looking for? Engravers. Stone detailers. We have no legendary engravers yet. We got one that's about halfway there. Yeah, we'll wait until we have legendary engravers before we start, you know, engraving things. They are getting really fast at this, though, so I like that. Okay, we'll do the main area now. This place is going to look great. Oh, we lost our gem cutter. It's Dacost. Okay, he's too upset about that snail man. Let's check in with him. No, not that one. He has become haggard and drawn due to the tremendous stresses placed on him and is oblivious to reality. Graduate caught in the rain, satisfied remembering work, horrified reliving seeing a snail man die. Yeah, that's still his only thing. He's just upset that he watched that snail die. You know, the snail that's there in our food stockpile. What do you mean, no ammunition? There's ammunition all over the map. Yeah, it's set to be claimed. Go get it. What is that dead thing over there? It's one of our dogs. What happened to our dog? Looks like one of our dogs might have been killed by one of those snail men. Also, it's been dead for a while, and I just didn't notice. That's a skeleton. Yeah, there's Dacost. Top right there, stumbling in and out of bedrooms. You know what? He'll be fine. Okay. Is there anything else we need to assign right now? I guess we could do a Chief Medical Dwarf. Is this the guy I originally assigned? Or made our doctor, I should say. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, lady. We don't need a hammerer. We just don't. And we don't need either of these right now. Don't have a dungeon, so we don't need a dungeon master. And I don't know what we're going to do in that regard. I guess at some point we'll build a prison. Because we'll probably want one. I don't know, if things go well, we might be bringing back captives. I think that's an option. I really haven't done much with the missions and deploying squads into the world. So this will be a learning experience for all of us. We are just about done furnishing these rooms. We might need more chairs. Whatever, we'll just do a bunch. Not too worried about exactly how many we need. Any spares can be traded away or used to furnish rooms. Okay, we got a bunch of dogs happening. Wow, look at all those puppies. Okay. War dog, war dog. We'll keep some males untrained. We should keep a backup male. Okay. That'll do it. Okay, for right now I think we're just going to let it run. Let them complete all their tasks, and I will see you folks again when something happens. Alright, and something is happening. I looked away for a moment, and when I came back, there was a combat report. We're apparently under attack by a Thrun's soldier who is fighting with our dingo. Is this it right here? Yeah, that's it. It's not doing great. Where's the dingo? There's the dingo. The dingo is not in good shape. You might remember me mentioning an intelligent undead. This appears to be a really common type. A one-eyed humanoid, it has 3 narrow tails, its black skin is leathery. This night creature was first created by the human necromancer Thrun Armshingles of Natural Mirror after horrible experiments on the goblin Bosa Dungeon Gazes in Wraith Pelts in the year 171. So this was manufactured by a dark wizard, and this is exactly the reason I didn't found our settlement next to a tower. Now, it's not in great shape. I'm a little concerned. Let's pull everyone back into the fort for now. That's how we'll start. It looks like it's trying to wander away. And while that's happening, this is dangerous, but since we've got our axes, we will roll out the militia. And if this guy doesn't leave the map in pretty short order... Nope, you see him there on the left. He's redirecting toward our yaks. And... what is it doing? Okay. Hold it. Let's move them a little closer. We'll move them outside the fort down here. I don't know how dangerous this thing actually is, so I'm hesitant to just commit the militia. Especially since they're not really soldiers. Here they all come. Our frame rate is not doing so hot. Maybe it'll help if I turn off the danger alert. Oh, he's on the move. He's on the move. He knows we're coming for him. Alright, go get him. Go get him.